You are tuned into the 5-minute signal. I am Vance Kross. This is not a broadcast. This is a frequency, a direct transmission from the bleeding edge of tomorrow delivered to you today. We cut through the noise, the narratives, and the manufactured hope to bring you the unvarnished truth. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get to work. Today's signal comes from inside the money. Venture capital firms are quietly recalibrating how they evaluate companies heading into 2026. The message is consistent across firms that still matter. Smaller teams, autonomous AI agents doing real work, and a hard pivot away from hype toward measurable return on investment. Not someday value, not potential, now value. What they are describing is not a trend, it is a structural reset. Startups once bragged about growth in headcount as proof of momentum. That signal has flipped. A large team now looks inefficient, slow, and expensive, a liability. Investors are rewarding companies where a handful of humans orchestrate fleets of software agents that write code, analyze markets, negotiate prices, generate content, and operate continuously without fatigue. This shift is happening quietly because saying it out loud destabilizes the labor market narrative. The venture class is not planning for AI to assist humans. They are planning for AI to replace entire layers of human effort while a small command group oversees the system. Fewer salaries, fewer benefits, fewer opinions, cleaner balance sheets. Here is why it matters. Capital is the weather system of the economy. When investors change what they reward, everything downstream follows. Hiring practices, career paths, education signals, compensation. If capital rewards output without people, people become overhead. That logic does not stop at startups. It propagates into corporations, governments, and institutions that benchmark themselves against best-in-class efficiency. The rise of tiny teams powered by AI agents is the blueprint for the next decade of work. Not because it is ethical, not because it is fair, because it is cheaper, faster, and defensible. Once one company proves it can outperform a 100-person team with 10 humans and software, the rest have no choice but to follow or disappear. This is also the end of the learning curve excuse. In the old system, humans were allowed time to ramp up, to make mistakes, to grow into roles. AI agents arrive pre-trained, continuously updated, and instantly replaceable. There is no patience built into that model, only performance. Now for the hard truth, most people listening to this are priced wrong. Their compensation, job title, and perceived value were calibrated for a world where humans were the bottleneck. That world is gone. AI removed the bottleneck. When output scales without proportional labor, wages stop rising, then they compress, then roles vanish entirely. The comforting myth is that humans will move up the value chain. That assumes infinite higher ground. There isn't any. AI is already operating at strategic, creative, and analytical levels that were once considered safe. The latter is not extending upward, it is being pulled away. Another hard truth, loyalty is now irrational. Companies are being built explicitly to minimize dependence on human continuity. Knowledge is being extracted, codified, and automated. Once that transfer is complete, the human becomes optional. If your value cannot be detached from your physical presence, it will be. This is not a warning, it is a status report. So what is the actionable move? Not optimism, not panic, precision. First, audit your economic surface area. Identify exactly what outputs you produce that can be measured, sold, or automated. If your value is defined by time spent rather than outcomes delivered, you are exposed. Convert your work into artifacts, systems, or decision leverage. Second, position yourself as a controller, not a contributor. The future rewards those who design workflows, supervise agents, and make final calls under uncertainty. Learn how AI systems are prompted, chained, evaluated, and corrected. Operators survive longer than operators' assistants. Third, reduce dependency on a single income node. Tiny teams mean sudden exits. Build parallel income channels that do not rely on employer permission. Products, licensing, asymmetric skills. Optionality is no longer ambition. It is defense. This is the signal. Venture capital has already chosen the future. The only question left is whether you adapt before the balance sheet makes the decision for you. I'm Vance Kross. This has been the 5-minute signal. Stay sharp,